All right, so it's our first episode of PHI-LAY, and why not start with one of my favorite people, who's one of the first people I know that came to LA on a mission, on a voyage from Philly. You might know him as ERAC, wellness designer. You got any other names?
I got a whole bunch of other names.
I call him Ed, and he has me sitting on top of this mountain, and we were just talking. First, tell the people, like, if I was to say, Ed, who are you? What would you say?
I'm a father, I'm an artist, most of the time starving artist, but that's where you get your most inspiration, when you got to go through some struggle. But yeah, I'm an artist. That's who I am.
Well, Ed, what made you come all the way from Philly to LA? Like, what was the one thing that you were like, you know what, I'm out?
Well, I used to come back out here I used to come to LA with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and I always said that, this was years ago, and I always said if I ever get a chance to come to LA and live, I would. And the situation presented itself in 2012, where my daughter's mom was moving out. And I said, you know what? I'm going to move out too. No job, no place to stay. I just decided, you know what? I've lived in Philly for 34 years. Why not just make a move?
Like, the whole time I've been here, which is almost 3 weeks, I've been fascinated by, like, the number of Philly people just out here trying to make their dreams come true. Is there something you think that makes it, I don't want to say easier, but what is it about being from Philly that makes you feel like you can maneuver differently in LA?
I think Philly people and East Coast people in particular, they have a different hustle. And we say Philly because we're from Philly, or you spend a lot of time in Philly. I think because everybody in LA is just about everybody in LA is a transplant. So you come out here ready to grind. You come out here ready to make money, ready to earn, ready to follow your dream. So at the end of the day, because there's so many East Coast people here, it feels like we're on a different grind than the people who are raised here. You know, so I think it's just a matter of perspective. LA people probably won't feel the same way. They won't say that they're, on chill all the time. Because that's what it seems like. Saying like LA people are really laid back. But
yeah, whatever, dude. We'll get to it.
I mean, but if you look at the scenery, like I said, we're sitting on top of a mountain right now. Like
literally.
And if you drove, if you drove south for 20 minutes, we'll be at the ocean. A 20-minute drive south. We're right at the expressway right now, actually. So a 20-minute drive south, we're in Malibu. So it's kind of easy to be chill. It's easy to be chill out here. But if you come out here to pursue a dream, I mean, it's, you're gonna hustle a little bit more because you're not home. There's no comfort.
But yet, there's so many folks from home. I don't know. I'm so confused. It's very interesting.
I mean, but, if you were from Colorado, next thing you know is like, man, it's a lot of people from Colorado here. So I think it's still a matter of perspective. If you were from New York, you would pay attention to the fact that there's a lot of New York.
So I'm going, you know what? You the first, but I'm going to ask this question to every person that I talk to in this PHI-LAY series, because I really feel like, as far as where we're placed, like maybe there's a lot of people from Colorado here and other places, but as far as being in the game and comedy and music and behind the scenes.
But you got to realize this is where if you have any, especially if you have any dreams of entertainment, this is where you come.
That's true.
So if you know anybody in Philly, at some point, if they want to get to the next step that's beyond, say, New York, you have to come here.
You got to admit, right? The scenery is worth it.
The scenery is worth it. Some things you just can't get in Philly. Like right now, we're sitting on top of a mountain in LA. It's February and it's like 70 degrees, and I have shorts on. You just can't get that in the East Coast. You can't get that in Philly, especially in February. So
Cali kind of changed your life physically as well. Like when you came here, you look differently from how we are seeing you right now.
It did. When I first came here, I was about 300 pounds. I moved here in October of 2012, and I was a big guy. I didn't mind it, really. But you come out here and it's supposedly wintertime and it's 80 degrees in October, November, and you see people just running and having a good time outside. I just said, why not? You know, went for my first mile run. It took me about 15 minutes, and I felt good about it. Next thing you know, I lost about 70 pounds. I mean, just being in the sunshine 300 days of the year definitely changes your life.
What do you love the most about Cali thus far?
The weather, of course. It's February, and I have a t-shirt on. So, yeah, I had to say the weather.